time to wake the fuck up. Okay? Hello? Hello? Come on in here. So listen, y'all. Okay, of course. Okay, I'm just getting up. Okay, we've been up for about a good 20 minutes. Bitch, it's 11:51 a.m. You damn right, bitch. We were up late. Okay, we were up motherfucking late. Girl, everybody came in late though too because the landscapers are outside right now and they're not out there at 11 something a.m. So I guess because time went forward, motherfuckers are back. Okay, they're late with their time, but they're probably thinking it's 10:50 something right now when it's not. But anyway, I just want to stop you very quickly because, I want to share some knowledge with y'all. Okay, very quickly, because I think that people are getting lost up in the motherfucking sauce. Okay, I think people are getting lost up in the motherfucking sauce. And what I'm saying by this is, I think people are forgetting who they are and what is their purpose. Like it just reminds me of like baby talk. Just sometimes it just gives me gaga google 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 gaga. Right? Like only the babies know what they're saying. Once you come up out of that, you don't know what the hell these babies are talking about. But the babies are google gaga, I can't cuckoo, all the little cooing and shit, and other babies know what they're talking about. They laughing, kiki, and all some good stuff. And then, like I said, people who's up out of it, they just looking like, what the hell are these babies talking about? So now I want to say this too before I go into this. Check out the blog spot, you guys. Take your time, right? What people are starting to do is, again, why we took away the number, because we used to have a number for y'all to be able to call whenever y'all needed to call. People were taking advantage of that number. And y'all remember, girl, I came in here and did a whole girl. This was years ago. People are starting to do that again. I'm encouraging y'all because I get so many emails with the current caseworks that I'm doing, the readings that I'm doing. I just get so many replies with that I encourage you to refrain from emailing until you know for sure when you want the work done, if you want the work done, and have the coin for that. I'm a big, big fan on. I don't do window shopping. I tell you this, I do not do window shopping. I do not go to stores and places I do not have the money for. Okay. I do my research before I even reach out because bitches, it's free to do that, right? Before I go inside of, Miss Rolay, right? I don't have to go inside of Miss Rolay to put my body count inside of Miss Rolay's store to be like, hey, I'm just curious to know what are your prices here. That's what I'm here for. Like, fuck that shit, bitch. If I don't got the money, I don't got the whatever, I'm not going to be there. So, like I said, I want to encourage you guys from doing that too. So that way it's not a delay. That way it's not, just anyway. So, yeah, refrain from that. Like I said, check out the blog site. You see the price and stuff in there. I think I updated the prices on a lot of my services. And that's it. Okay. So, anyway, going back to what I was saying, I think that we need to learn how to move in silence, right? I think a lot of people are forgetting the art of silence, right? And that is the major aspect for manifesting what you want and what you need. Time and time again, people I know, family, friends, associates, they all would be like, you didn't tell me you were going there. You didn't tell me that you went there. And they'd be acting so shocked, right? But I always say, and I will continue to say, I was brought up believing that not telling people what's going on in your house is smart. Now, of course, people flip that over because I've seen that lately too. People are like, this why what they say, some abusers will tell their children not to say what's going on in the household because out here touching. And I'm just like, girl, bye. Like that's a whole other different type of keeping silent. Like my mom would always tell us, don't tell people what's going on in this house because it's nobody motherfucking business. Bitch, on top of that, going into home invasions and stuff, girl. I grew up in the early 2000s, girl. Motherfuckers were doing home invasions around that time. I told y'all I had a cousin that was murdered in 2002, okay, from a home invasion. So that's another reason my mom was like, don't be telling people, don't be bringing people in my house. You have friends come over, y'all need to be outside. That's the first thing. The second thing is, like I said, I'm telling people what's going on in the household. And that has always stayed with me. And as I become older and as I became wiser, I was like, bitch, people like to cock block, whether they know it or not. And a lot of times people hold their opinion on what you're saying and doing to themselves until the right time come along. And I've had this happen with not everyone I deal with, but I would say two people in particular that I've dealt with, you know, where we'll be talking, and I guess that'll give them the opportunity to be like, well, yeah, I was gonna say I think it'd be smarter for you to blah 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 blah. And it's just like, honey, wait, first of all, I'll need you to advise me. I think I'm far more happier and successful than you are. In personal life, in private life, in business life, I don't care. So that's the first thing first. Uh Second of all, uh, like I said, I didn't ask for your opinion. So wait, so were you thinking about this whole time? Because yeah, there's a time and a place for that, and this ain't the time and the place, honey. I just kind of gave my input and said what I. So once again, that also reminds me: don't be telling people how, when, why, and where unless they're going to contribute to the cause. If people are not going to be helping you reach that goal, if people are not going to be helping you, and we're not just talking about financial, we're talking about mentally supporting me as well. And in order for you to be able to mentally support me, you got to be in a mental, in an excellent mental state. I saw a video over the weekend where a spiritualist was talking about, and I said, clearly this person needs to go to Reiki. Like, I understand a lot of people back in the day felt like they had titles, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of professions in the past, right? People felt like because they had the training by one person, right? Let's say that Miss Hankinson was experiencing spirituality. And because Miss Hankinson taught them Miss Hankinson's way, they came across as if they were fucking experts in the motherfucking field. And I feel like that with a lot of spiritualists, honestly. That's why I say I don't really fuck with too many. Because I'd be like, bro, this is some mental ass shit. Because baby girl, this is not how it really works in reality. This is not how it really works. A lot of people who are experienced, a lot of people who are experts in energy and also like this, which they have formal training. And back in the day, you have to go in through these organizations, as we talked about before. But nowadays, you don't have to. Nowadays, there's people that were part of the training that actually offer classes on certain information, and you can pick up information on that, and they can do your research on other things and pay for the books. Because I got the books out there, 400, 500. Hell, bitch, invest in your craft. You want to be the best of the best for yourself. Invest. You got money for the weaves, you got money for the wigs, you got money for the weed, you got money for the alcohol, you got money for the bullshit. You got money to fucking, and heighten your fucking gifts and heighten your fucking, or to heighten your fucking talents. So one of the persons was sitting there talking about they're going to be wearing a crystal, and they wanted to have two different points on it so that they could have one pointing towards the person they're working on. And I think I saw this a couple of years ago too. One that they could focus on healing the patient, and then the other one they'll be like pulling the energy from themselves to give to the patient. And I'm just like, no tea, no shade, honey. This I mean this in all due respect. You're not all the way healed up. Like there's a lot of trauma, and anybody who knows energy, and like I'm gonna keep it there because that's not what this is about. Anybody who knows about energy, or anybody who's dealt with trauma and they release that trauma, when you see other people that are going through that shit, and I always say this, you can see, oh, this person's energy is fucked up. This person's life is fucked up. And like I said, people be like, girl, you be just misjudging, but I don't. I be right all the time. And like I said, I'm a bitch. I'm willing to have anybody come forward that I know personally that gets up on here to tell me that when I say that this person is fucked up or something ain't right with this person, have I ever been motherfucking wrong? I have a great spirit of motherfucking discernment. Okay, going into even character. Like, bitch, when something doesn't add up, it's like, yeah, bitch, this bitch is a motherfucking lie. There's something that this bitch is tired. Let's keep it moving. So it's like, while you're doing healing work on people, and they do have courses for healers and stuff like that. If you don't want to take a class from a fellow spiritualist, you can definitely do your research. They have classes for healing. They have institutes. Oh, come on, institutions. Okay, and also institutes. I'm not gonna, promote any institutes out there that you can take classes with for a couple of thousands of dollars, and they'll show you how to heal people correctly when it comes to energetic healing. You're not gonna sit here and give them your energy Okay, even going into back of the day, you take their energy and you hold on to it. That's not smart for everybody either. But anyway, get up off of that. So I was just like, oh girl, so this bitch really is like on some fucked up ass shit. And it's probably why this bitch is fucked up now because going into that, I can have the world on my shoulders type of mentality, right? I'm not even say empathy because I think there's a difference between spiritually strong and spiritually weak. Okay. But having that mentality on, I gotta take people's things from them, or I want to give people my positive energy because I feel like I'm positive. But it's like your positivity will be leveling you up. Your positivity will be elevating you. We'll be seeing a difference in you. Looking back at some people, bitch, seeing you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years. Okay, some people have had the same stuff since we'll say 2007. And if you go back to the old stuff and you see the new stuff now, it's the same shit. And it's like, when are we going to see this evolution? When are we going to see the rise of this goddess, this goddess frequency? So, anyway, going back into keeping silent. Some people talk too damn much. Some people talk too damn much. They want to tell everybody their business. And oh my God, guess what? I think I got it. And oh my God, I think I'm gonna be relocating. And oh my God, yes, guess what? It's already official. Like, listen. And then yet when you ask them, they're still trying to figure out how that process is gonna work. If you don't know how the process is gonna work, then I advise you to not tell people how the process is working because people consciously and unconsciously put up blockages for you. And I'm gonna go into motherfucking and this is two things. This is gonna go two ways. Words. Sometimes words that are spoken have don't have as much power as words that are thought. Sometimes, you don't have to pray with talking. You don't have to manifest with talking. I told y'all this and I will continue to say this. I've been in situations in the past where I was always around people. Yeah, I was even in when I manifested one of my experiences. I was even inside of a hotel while I was traveling, doing work and stuff. I was in hotels where you could not burn candles. Like let's say within that whole 30 days of traveling, maybe two hotels out of those 30 days let me burn candles and stuff. Because I was like, hey, I want to burn my candles to relax. So like, go ahead. The other ones was like, no, no smoking, no incense, no nothing. So, bitch, I had to close my eyes, meditate, and speak what I want with my fucking thoughts. And I told y'all, your thoughts is what's read into other dimensions. The words are only felt and spoken in this dimension. So you usually speak words to pull things down into this dimension. When you're trying to go into other, dimensions, other realms to bring that reality down into this reality, thoughts, thinking it, speaking in your head is what's going to allow that to manifest. So going into the Bible, there's a lot of you use the Bible scriptures to manifest. Like you do the Book of Psalms, you know, if you're on the intermediate, the intermediate begin. No, if you're on the beginners to the intermediate level, you're reading the Book of Psalms to manifest your desires. If you are intermediate to advanced, you're using all the motherfucking scriptures. We have a class on what scriptures you can use to manifest whatever fuck you need to manifest in the book of Nehemiah, in the book of motherfucking Esther, in the book of motherfucking Job, in Proverbs, bitch, in Deuteronomy. We have scriptures all throughout that Bible telling you how to manifest what you motherfucking need. Okay? And sometimes you gotta refresh things, girl. You gotta enhance things. Okay? You gotta revise. You gotta see what works for you. Okay? Sometimes, like I said, a lot of people know about the Book of Psalms, but they're not actually doing the Book of Psalms like they should be doing. Like I said before, well, we're not going to say shit. The Book of Psalms is the Book of Psalms. So I think you would have more success singing the Psalms instead of reading the Psalms. I mean, that's just advice I'm going to share with that. But anyway, going into the Bible, Ecclesiastes 3, it said there's a time for everything. And see, a lot of people don't understand the time for everything. So this why they're like, Mystic, I've been doing this work and it's not manifesting. Mystic, I've been A, B, C to G, and what's going on? I keep telling people they have the Farmer's Almanac out there. If you grew up in a family like I grew up in a family where they were very superstitious, aka spiritual, they knew there was a time to cut your hair. There was a time to, girl, whatever the case, dye your hair, cut your hair, whatever. Okay? There's a time for everything. And a lot of people out here feel like they could do whatever they need to do, whenever they need to do, how they need to do it. And this is why things are not moving the way it should be moving for them. This is why they've been doing this that same exact shit for years, years, and years. And they're like, damn, I'm not really elevating. Well, yeah, because there's a time for everything. Going into Ecclesiastes 3, okay, we're going to go all the way to motherfucking 14. It says that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heaven. And I'm going to tell you this too. We're going to go into how the Bible is also aware that pagans or spiritualists also use the Bible for their conjuration. Let's talk about it for a minute. And it says, a time to be born and a time to die. We know about that time, y'all. We know about that time right there. We know about that. We all experience births and motherfucking deaths ourselves, and we witness other people. There is a time to plant and a time to uproot. Oh, come on in here. A lot of you are uprooting when you should be motherfucking planting. Come on in here. And it said there is a time to kill and a time to heal. And when we're saying kill, it's not saying you go out there and we're talking about killing people. You know, we know that people hunt, right? We eat animals. Once again, going into being kosher and all that good stuff and eating halal meat and all that. So y'all don't understand anything about that. For those who be out here slopping down and paying fucking $35 a pound for fucking bison at Costco, you know nothing about that. Okay? Going into a time to tear down and a time to build up. Everything can't always be, well, I'm not that girl. I can't really tell them how I really feel because I'm gonna be coming across rude. Bitch, you better wake the fuck up. There's a time to tear down and a time to fucking build. There's a time to weep and a time to laugh. See, a lot of y'all just be laughing all the damn time. Sometimes, oh, well, you're not supposed to take life too serious. Who said that? Who said that? That's why y'all be 37 years old, still trying to figure out where you're going to be in life. When you get older, you're still trying to figure it out at 35, 44, like one of the girls said. At 44, she found herself. Baby girl, work it out, girl. You passed way past life, and you better figure out who the fuck you are. You don't understand there was a time to weep and a time to laugh. You don't understand there was a time to mourn and a time to dance. You don't understand there was a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. Oh, come on here. Talking about divination here. Can we talk about a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing? That's another thing too. A lot of y'all be out here, I gotta call this, I gotta go hang out with my friend, I gotta go hang out with my sister, my brother, I gotta go see my mama, my cousin, my auntie. Oh my God, I'm so bored. I need to, girl. When you gonna invite me over to your house? Bitch, it's not a time for that yet. Energetically speaking, it's not a time. It's not time for you to come over and to be embraced. At this time, honey, it's time for you to be, it's time for us to be refraining from embracing. Because we know that spirits and energy jumps and travels. A time to search and a time to give up. Some of y'all be beating these dead horses for years, 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 years. I wonder why shit ain't going your way. Because there's a time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. Girl, relationships, person, place, and things, girl. Some of y'all got old shit that doesn't serve you. Oh, I'm not ever getting rid of this. Okay. Well, this is why, once again, energy is being blocked as well, because you're not understanding there's a time to keep and a time to throw away. Some things are replaceable. And when you need it, you can rebuy those things. Okay. A time to tear and a time to mend, or excuse me, a time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. You don't got to tell everybody what the fuck you got going on. A lot of people don't give a fuck, honestly. And you might think that they do when they don't. A lot of people, especially right now, got their own things that they're concerned with. They got their own worries that they're concerned with. Some people are sick in the mind, the body, and the spirit. And you're like, I'm going to share my experience. I'm going to share my blessings. I'm going to call and give them updates. No, there's no fucking updates, baby. There's no fucking updates, baby. If you're not contributing to it, there's no update. Did you support anything? Did you pay for it? Like, I'm a little confused of why I need to update you on what I'm doing. A time to love and a time to hate. You don't have to like everyone, and once again, going into that lukewarmness, that passive aggressiveness, that should be pissing me the fuck off. I'm just a peaceful, loving person. I'm a kumbaya type of individual. I really try to keep, drama down. But then, girl, when a certain time come around, then the drama comes up, and it's just like, well, I couldn't say you weren't that dramatic. Oh, I am dramatic, but not with only with certain things. Oh, girl, bye. A time to a time for war and a time for peace. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. What do workers gain from their toil? I have been the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything. Oh, I have seen, excuse me, I have been. I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. It's also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from the beginning to the end. I know there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live. Uh, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all of their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing can be taken from it. God does it so that people will fear him. Now, of course, it speaks up right here that eternity is in the heart. We know going into the Egyptian mythology, it goes over Anubis saying your heart with a feather. And your heart has to be lighter than a feather in order to travel safely through the underworld. So everything is in the heart space. Everything must be done with intention. Once again, knowing not to tell people all of your business is what's going to make or break your success. That's going to make or break your magical manifestation. A lot of people out here, once again, telling people all their business, giving people updates. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know if that's a spiritual thing, like a spirit of gossip, because that's what I be getting sometimes. Like, this is the spirit of gossip. Like, girl, you'd be like, oh, you must not be that close to people. I'm that close to people. Once again, I just don't feel like I have to tell you my business like that. I don't need you cock blocking and worrying about me. I told y'all years ago, I used to share people, oh, girl, I'm working. Oh, no, I'm busy doing this. I'm busy doing that. And people would throw their little hexes and curses out there by saying you work too much. Like, what? Wait, what? You work too much. Or, saying their hexes and curses, oh, I don't see you doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, honey, worry about what you see yourself doing. Don't worry about what you see me doing. Don't worry about if you see me, with someone or not with somebody. Don't worry about that. Worry about what you got going on. Unless I sit down with you and I tell you, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I don't want, this is what I do want, you're open to give your opinion. You're open to have your thoughts about what I'm doing. But once again, you're going to fuck yourself up because I'm that girl. I like to pull my energy back. And each time you speak about my energy, you're conjuring up my energy. I like to pull that shit back. So you over here just sitting there thinking, and I wonder what Mystic is doing. I wonder what Mia, oh yeah, I don't see her ever. Yeah, go ahead. Use your words wisely. Because your ass gonna be digging, you're gonna be digging your ass in motherfucking ditch, bitch. You're gonna be in that hole somewhere. Okay, and those are not curses or hexes put on you, girl. That is reversing. Okay, that is being baneful, bitch. That's what the fuck that's being, girl. That's how someone's doing work on me. No, it's not. Girl, you're just talking too that much about shit that does not concern you. And I've even asked people kindly and politely who I know, and of course they did. Well, I'm like, baby, don't speak on nothing I didn't say to speak about. If you're having this conversation with other people, girl, have mercy on you and them. Because, bitch, y'all, you really gonna get fucked up. Girl, I don't gossip about you behind your back. Don't gossip about me behind my back. And if I get any type of win that you did, bitch, it's a done deal. They're gonna say, oh, girl, we haven't talked in 6 months. Yeah. I don't have to explain to you why we don't talk neither. The fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, bitch? Anyway, going into once again moving in silence and even sometimes praying in silence. Oh, come on in here. Even sometimes praying in silence, not using words, because sometimes words become babble, right? You just be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking to where you're just saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Oh, let there be light, let there be a will, let there be a this, let there be that. Where you're like, what the fuck that even means? In the book of Matthew, it says that, and when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think that they will be heard because of their many words. And of course, a lot of people thought that this was a cut in. They were like, oh, God's talking about the pagans. In the book of Matthew, the pagans are getting read down. No, no. What it's saying is that pagans use words to conjure up things. And for even the pagans, even with their words, they were not going to be able to conjure. They need to learn how to use their mind. They need to learn how to manifest using their mental, their thoughts. And we already said that anyway. The first original word was motherfucking thoughts. We talk about that in John 1 and 1. Okay? Should we pull up John 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Because now we're moving into the 4, T honey. You know, John going into 1. Oh, over here. Which is 1. Remember that joke back in the day? What you call Mexican playing basketball one-on-one. Y'all get it? Yes, sir. We love our Mexican brothers and sisters up there. Anyway, John 1, 1 through motherfucking 11 speaks about, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Okay? And we know that God is symbolic for the Alpha and the Omega. That means that everything starts with thoughts and ends with thoughts. This is what this motherfucker said. Everything starts with thoughts and everything ends with motherfucking thoughts. Come on in here. It said that the Word in the beginning was with God, and the Word was God. And He was with God in the beginning. Through Him, all things were made. Without Him, nothing was made that has been made. That means that everything starts in thought form first. And because you thinking that, well, I'm going to think about me getting a new car in 30 days. Now you're going to share this with other people. Now their thoughts is going to be, why would she get a car in 30 days? Don't she got other things she got to pay for? Whatever. Now their thoughts are also once again blocking you because their thoughts are also was their thoughts are also with God. Those thoughts are also become God like. Those thoughts also become a flesh thing. They start to manifest. Especially these are people that operate at a higher frequency than you. There's no share with that, but I'm gonna keep that there. It says, through him all things are made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. Now we're talking about thoughts igniting passion. We're talking about thoughts creating motivation. We're talking about you dealing with person, place, and things that motivate you, that keep that light shining within. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He was, as a witness, testified concerning that light, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. I'm just came up right now too, where the scripture says, "Lean not onto your own understanding," and everybody is still saying overstand, understand. I'm just like, girl, y'all don't even understand how paganistic, babbleistic that shit is. Y'all just be so bored with your words. You be so bored with your manifestation that y'all gotta make up shit. Y'all gotta make up shit to sound cute and pretty. Y'all gotta come up with some bullshit to sound cute and important when you really don't look that cute and you're really not that motherfucking important. Hello? That's all I'm gonna say right there. Okay. And it says the true light that giveth light to any. Of course, you want to check, you can always reach out to me at 2aspirit at gmail.com, 2aspirit mystigate at gmail.com. You can always reach out to me. You know, maybe we'll come out with a hotline very soon where you could call in and checkmate me there, okay? Because a lot of girls like to checkmate secretly, bitch. Call me and checkmate me. Like I've hit y'all up and checkmated y'all. Gave y'all a nice little phone call, sent y'all a cute little email, or went right there in that motherfucking live and said, baby, I heard you were looking for me. Okay. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and through the world was made through him. The world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Come on in here. So anyway, we need to learn how to once again move in silence. Not putting people in our motherfucking business who don't give two flying fucks. And that's another thing too, where I'm just like, girl, people be like going through shit, right? And this is what I don't understand. And maybe it's not for me to understand because I really don't give a fuck. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have to go back to being that girl, really, of not just giving a fuck. People will be going through something themselves, and they'll be like, "Oh, I gotta help this person." Like, honey, you're drowning. You don't got time to save other people that are drowning, girl. You don't got time to be saving other people that are drowning. Everybody is aware of swimming in deep water potentially raises your hazard. Okay, it becomes a very hazardous place. The deeper you go in the motherfucking water, everyone knows this. We also know that, baby, don't go out into deep water unless you know how to swim or have a life saving device. We all know this. We all know this, girls. I like I can speak for the southern folks. Those who grew up in California, girl. Okay, and I'm sure Florida too. You got beaches. You got beaches, girl. You definitely know the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, so it's like, girl, If Miss Sandy wants to go out into the deep water without a life-saving device, well, Miss Sandy is gonna just drown. She's gonna just drown, girl. Unfortunately, because, girl, Miss Sandy, no, like, girl, there's a lot with a lot, and once again, you can't save everybody, right? When I was going to get my Reiki certification, something that was taught was about healing, right? And using your empathy to heal people. But it was also speaking about, when it came to my instructor, she kept stressing to us, do not take on other people's burden. People who do not want to be helped, do not take on that burden, because now you are going to burn out. Now you're going to have the mental anguish. Now you're going to have the sleeping problems. Now you're going to have the anxiety and don't know where this is coming from. You have to recognize that energy, acknowledge that energy, and the person who is experiencing it, let them say, yes, I want to be healed from this. Yes, give me insight on how we need to move forward with this. You don't push that on and say, hey, you need to be healed and I'm going to heal it. No, that's not how that works. And even going into working with spirituality, doing, prayers and counter work. You never do workings on people without them giving you permission to do so. When you're like, I want to heal someone, I want to, you don't do that, because once again, you're going through your own problems. You're going through your own struggle. Now you're putting that energy onto them, and they may not be going through that. You don't know what people are dealing with. You're assuming that that's what they're dealing with. You're assuming that, oh God, they're sick, they're not feeling good, I want to jump in and help. No. Sometimes people, once again, have to learn how to swim through drowning, going into a real life experience. That's how I learned how to swim. Nobody formally taught me how to swim. We went camping, and my uncle took us all on a boat and threw me in the motherfucking water. And bitch, I was like, oh my God. Bitch, I really thought that was the most traumatic experience for me, honey. And I could feel the fish hitting against my feet and shit. I was like, oh my God. I was panicking. And then my mom was like, get my child out that water. She was going crazy. And my uncle did that on purpose. He took us right in the middle of the water. And sure enough, I learned how to swim. I learned how to swim through that. Like I said, no one formally taught me how to swim. I learned how to swim through being thrown into deep water and feeling like I was drowning. So the same thing with that. People are going through things, and they know how to get help. They know how to seek out help for what they're going through. You don't push that shit up on them and, well, I think I'm going to help because they're going through something. That's not your concern, though, boo-boo. And this is why you're not manifesting. Your plate is full with your own problems, and you're worried about other people's plate. What she got on her plate? Don't worry about what the fuck she got on her plate, bitch. What the fuck is on your plate? Eat what's on your fucking plate. Anime, eat the fucking cake, girl. Stop worrying about what they got. What's she got so much on her. I don't think she can eat that by herself. Y'all, can I help her eat that? Or y'all, I'm gonna tell her she got too much on her plate. She know what she got on her plate, baby. You know what's on your plate too, and you're using that. You're trying to deflect on what's going on on the next motherfucker's plate, because you know the shit on your plate is a lot to motherfucking swallow too. So you're trying to, like I said, ignore. You're trying to, oh, let me not worry about mine right now. This is a little too much for me. That's your anxiety. You're running from your own motherfucking problems. Stop worrying about Miss Sandy. Not worry about Miss Hankerson. Don't worry about all these motherfuckers and what they got going on. Worry about what you got. What the fuck you got going on, Miss Thing? Okay, what the fuck is going on over there in your little manifestation? What goals have you set for the month of motherfucking March? How many goals have you accomplished? This is where you need to get into once again, worrying about self. Okay, worrying about self. Once you have a house, now you can help other people get a house. Once you have a job, now you can help other people get a job. There's not no you looking for a job and you trying to help other people get a job too, but you haven't got a job yet. That be that Captain Save a Hoe mentality, baby. And I don't deal with that girl. I don't deal with that girl. I don't deal with that publicly. I don't deal with that privately, girl. That would be the quickest way for me to distance myself as a friend, as a coworker, whatever the case may be, whoever, whatever. For me being in your inner circle by trying to be a motherfucking Captain Save a Hoe. You can't save people, girl. You can't. People don't want to be saved, girl. Okay, they don't want to be saved, girl. Let them drown. Let them drown, baby. They want to be foo foo for tofu. Let them be foo foo for tofu. Oh, I gotta do. No, the fuck you don't. Bitch, mind your business and let bygones be bygones. Bitch, say a prayer. If you wanna send somebody something, say a prayer. God, Buddha, Allah, Baha'u'llah, Yemaya, Yewa, you know what they're dealing with. Help them find their greater good in that experience. That's simple. I'm not about to sit here and worry about that bullshit, girl. Unless you're paying me as a client. I'm not about to sit and be like, let me go buy some, let me go burn some, do some work on this person because they probably you don't know what's going on. That could be a lesson for them. They could be doing some shady ass shit. They could be a trifling ass person. To you, they were nice, but they could have just been a shady ass individual to other people, and now their karma is getting got. So now you become a Captain Save a Hoe, and you're like, let me do some workings on them. Let me pray for them. Let me do some energy work for them because I want to help them out. And now you get got. Now you thinking shit is going on with you. Bitch, mind your business. Worry about what is going on with you. Get your shit together, then worry about everybody else. Like I said, bitch, anybody who knows me, you can keep an account. When I'm manifesting, do you hear me talk about other people? Verify that. Verify that shit, bitch. Fact check me. When I'm manifesting stuff and I'm working towards stuff, do you hear me gossiping about other people and being concerned about other people? Do you hear me say, yeah, I'm gonna have to help out, blah blah blah? No, I don't do that shit because they know where to find that help. If they needed to find it, first of all, it's gonna be between me and them, but they know where to reach out. I'm not about to insert myself into somebody else's bullshit when I'm trying to stay far away from bullshit. No shade. I'm not trying to insert myself in somebody else's karma while I'm trying to clear out my own. While I'm trying to manifest what I need, that's where all my intentions and energy is going. It's the time for me to plant my seeds right now, honey. They could deal with that uprooting when it comes time for them to deal with that uprooting, honey. It might be my time to plant and their time to root, and they're choosing not to uproot their shit. And it's why things are going on. So like I said, I'm not doing that unless they reach out to me and say, hey, I need your help. Now I'm going to insert myself. But as I be saying, people be out here, girl, trying to become Captain Save a Hoe. They be thinking that, girl, magic. Oh, I know magic. I can just jump in the hole. Okay. Go ahead. You're going to learn the hard way, honey. Go ahead. Play around with that energy if you want to. Go ahead. That's your business, not mine. Uh-huh. Come on in here, Jay. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Who you doing? The Queen, the Graceless. Thank you so much, Jay, for that. Yes, the Queen. Thank you so much, Jolly L. How you doing, Jolly L? Yes, honey. Come on in here. What? I'm here. I know that's like I'm Didi. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Ow. Oh, come on here, Lachey, Lachey. Yes, honey. Lachey Corvette. Can we call you Corvette? Ow. I'm seeing a Corvette. What kind of Corvette is going on here? Is this a Corvette or a Porsche? It's a drop top. It's a wide body. Okay, come on in here. Creeps were calling. I'm aware. Explain this to me. Mystery holds and works the magic. You said it. You said it. Come on here, surviving Jamila Briscoe. Oh my God, who the hell is Jamila? Jamila. Who's Jamila? Come on in here. Come on in here, honey. Yes, honey. She albino. Come on in here, albino. Yes, girl. Yes, honey. We love our albino brothers and sisters out there, girl. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. She's a redhead too. And you got any brothers? Surviving Jamila Briscoe. You got any brothers, honey? Do they look just like that? Are they alabaster skin with red hair? Ow! Yes, honey. Ow! Let's melt into each other. Survivor and Jamila Briscoe. Ow! Come on in here. Jamila. Yes, honey. Where your brother at, honey? You got a brother, you got an uncle that's around your age, 18 or older. I don't know how old you are. 18 or older though. Mystic, would you ever initiate into West African voodoo? No. Have you ever felt a connection with the voodoo practice? No. Not necessarily just Haitian voodoo? No. I'm be honest with you right now, and this is why I have respect for my. Um, this is why I have respect for my West African, Central African, East African, uh, you know, brothers and sisters. I have so much respect for them. I know people that practice that stuff, that's into that stuff, online and offline. I have respect for that because stuff like that is in you, and it's something that you have an awakening with, right? Like you have a hunger for it. So you don't just find this out when you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Like spirit has this way of teaching you, right? Their your gifts. Spirit has a way of teaching you their potential for you, which is your gifts, right? If you're in America or you're in any other part of the world and it took you to be 25, 35, 40, even 20 to barely understand what, this meant and that means, then maybe it wasn't meant for you in the beginning to learn it. Maybe it wasn't meant for you in the beginning to be a part of that. And when you're talking about voodoo, there's many levels of voodoo when you're talking about African voodoo. Going into Dominican voodoo, Haitian voodoo, going into New Orleans voodoo, all these other types of voodoos, these are different types of voodoos. Like there's not branches of a Louisiana voodoo, right? There's not branches of Haitian voodoo, right? This is stuff that is hereditary, right? That it's taught to you. It's sacred. Everybody has their own teachers. Everybody got their own blessings. Everybody got their own way of doing things, right? One people I know that are in Haiti. One people I know, whether they're there now or they're in America, but they're originally from Haiti. They've been one of the people that actually still go back to Haiti. They already laid it out. They already laid the lines down on that. One is, like I said, people I know that are in Africa that practice voodoo over there in Nigeria. Okay, I know people over there still right now. Well, that's not really Africa. Well, it is. It's part of Africa, but still, one over there, same thing. It's a very different process, and like I have respect for that because it's like Christianity. If there was proof that like I was a descendant of Prophet Elijah, I would be like, Christianity is for me, and I will stick with Christianity. The same thing with that, with voodoo and stuff. I'd be like, yes, yeah, my ancestors definitely made a way. Yeah, I will be down for that. Now, we're not talking about doing my research, and Christianity barely came about in my family in the 1800s. Because at that point, I'm like, well, what religion did we practice before then? And that's what I would be trying to invest my energy stuff in. So being initiated, I've been offered many, many times to be initiated into many different paths of African voodoo, going even to Ifa. That's the easiest initiation path that people can get into. Um, and I keep telling y'all there's one form of African voodoo that nobody talks about. And I'm still waiting for someone to talk about it. The minute that someone comes out and talk about that, that is going to be the one you're going to see me befriend. That's the one you're going to see me get up on here, y'all, and say, hey, y'all, we're trying to interview that YouTuber. Y'all, send them an email, girls. Reach out to them and tell them I'm trying to connect with them. There's a form of African voodoo, like I said, in the region of Africa, that baby, from what I've seen, is a real deal Holyfield. Okay. So, like I said, I've declined the initiations. I know there are a lot of Americans that are claiming that they were initiated, and I'm just like, I don't see it. And that's just with that. I don't see it, sis. You're very much giving me Black American lost in the water. That's what I'm getting. I'm not getting you've been spiritually awakened. I'm not getting that you got some type of spiritual insight. I'm getting that you've been lost in the motherfucking South. Very much Black American, don't know who, what, when, why, and how they are. They just jump on every motherfucking thing that is given to them. That's what that's giving me, with all due respect. So, like I said, no. I have respect for them, though. I respect them. I have many associates that's into that line of craft. I have respect for that. I have respect for them as people. I have respect for them as being a spiritual entity. But that's not my ancestor work, honey. No shade. It's not their work. It's not my work. Oh, come on in here. Hello? I feel like the scripture also say work with the moon cycles not against them. Well, that's what it's talks about. Time for everything. Come on in here. Yes, I go out. Oh, I gotta go, Mister. But everyone, you too. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, the thoughts keep your mind focused and the nervy on track in working. You said it. What is nervy? So it's working on people without them knowing it's a form of it is. All magic that goes against somebody's will and intention is black magic. That's why I love when people say I only do white magic. And you're like, really? And they're like, yeah, I do a love spell with white magic. Honey, that's black magic. Only type of healing work or the only type of work is really considered white magic is healing work. That's the only type of work that's considered white magic. It's healing work. If you're doing love work, if you're doing breakup stuff, if you're doing that's black magic. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That is black magic. You are going against somebody else's will and somebody else's intention. That's how you know too when you read spiritual books if the person who wrote that book is into the right hand, the left hand, or they have the crooked path. We're gonna talk about it. They do the crooked path, because they're gonna say you can never do workings against someone else's will. You cannot do a love spell on somebody who do not want to be in love with you. They're telling you that because they don't believe in that, and that's fine. I'm gonna leave you where you're at. I'm gonna leave you where you're at, honey. I'm gonna tell you something that I kind of stood out for me years ago. I met someone who claimed to be so experienced with magic and they know about all these arts and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh God, I'm gonna build a friendship with this person really good because my life is magic, right? Everything I do is magical, right? From the decisions I make, all that, everything is fucking magical, right? So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna get to know them a little more. Well, the more we started talking, I noticed that the talks became less magical but more mundane. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait to hear about other stuff. And as time went on, they were talking about how they believed in what everybody else say. The three rule, right? I believe when you do things come back to you 3 times. And I believe when you do rituals, something has to be sacrificed. So that's why I don't really like to do energetic work or spiritual work, right? This is the excuse they were saying. And I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Spirit gave me a situation I was able to witness where they were feeling unjustified, right? They were feeling like they were being abandoned, neglected, and disrespected. So what they did was, and whether they lit a candle on this or not, it was still a ritual. They intentionally wanted to embarrass the individual, make the person feel bad because they were feeling bad. So they're like, Beans, you're making me feel bad. You're making me feel less than. I'm going to make you feel the same way. So they actually tried to blackmail an individual and it didn't work. It actually ended up backfiring on them. And I was like, well, I'm not going to give my input on this because it's not really my business. But I thought you said you believe in threefold laws and stuff. I do. No, you didn't. Because if you believed in threefold laws, boo boo, when that person abandoned, neglected, disrespected, and didn't want to fuck with you, you would just let it be. But because you're insecure about who and what you are, and possibly how you look, you have to make him feel just as dumb as you felt. So if you believed in that threefold law, you would have said, let me let the universe deal with it. So that's when I started questioning everything. Like maybe this person don't really know magic. Maybe this person heard of magic and they're just afraid of it. Maybe I don't know. I just started thinking a lot of shit. I was just like, yeah, honey. So I refrained from having any type of spiritual conversation. I never included them in spiritual rituals. So I'm just like, yeah, honey. That was giving me a little bit like, wait a minute, honey. Wait a minute. So once again, did she, oh, I don't do magic because I believe it's this and that. Okay. But you do believe in magic because your words are magic, your actions are magic, your intention are magic. And we know that when you're thinking of things, you're conjuring up information. We know that you're conjuring up information, light, coding, and you're using that to project something else into that reality. We know this. This is how magic works. So if you did not believe in, if you believed in the threefold law, like I said, you would let bygones be bygones. You would say, well, let me be careful about who I entertain because I might be getting their karma. Because, like I say, even going into the what they call it, the witches read, it goes over all that, pulling in energy too. But don't think about sex magic, and that's something true. I'm like, if anybody knows about magic, but you don't know about sex magic, you don't know nothing about magic. Sex magic is the mother and father of motherfucking magic. People were doing sex magic. That's why prostitution is the oldest practice, and it's gonna be here before you go, and it's gonna be here when you're gone. That ain't never going nowhere because people use that shit to manifest. People use that shit to manifest, honey. And then other ideas of magic came from that, where people are like, "Well, I learned how to do magic rituals and blah 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 blah." Yeah, but once again, without you doing human sacrifices, you could do energetic sacrifices, which is sex. And like I said, I'm not going to be entertaining anybody's sexual energy if I'm not trying to intertwine with that. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about what I don't care how horny I am. I don't suck on everybody's dick. I don't fuck on like, honey, we don't do that. I don't care how sexy, how hot, how much money. Baby, yeah, I'm not fucking with those spirits, honey. I'm not dealing with those energies. And then years later, girl, it takes years. Like they say, it takes 2 years for HIV to show up in your blood work. That's why I'm like, girl, I don't think anybody smart out here is out here having unprotected sex with random people. Honestly, like I said, I don't think anybody intelligent, anybody spiritually awakened is doing that. You're doing that shit, bitch. Once again, you're not smart and you're not motherfucking spiritually awakened. Because that's also how spirits hide. You're already having sex. You're taking on body counts, that's real, and their energy is being left in your body. So now you're having breakdowns where you're like, oh my God, I'm suicidal today. I never was suicidal. Yeah, of course you are. Because one of the people that you fucked on was suicidal. He was a little bit struggling with who the fuck he was. One of the people you sucked on had fucking teas going on. That's what the fuck that was. So you took on their fucking energies. Oh, today I don't know what's going on. I'm having all these energies and all these thoughts going on. Yes, because you're intertwining with people, or you've intertwined with people within the past fucking year or so, and you didn't clean that energy off of you. That's how we go on detoxings. That's how we go on fast. We're not talking about fast where you're just like, yeah, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to just drink water. No, we're talking about really pouring out picking your cells, detoxifying your cells, pulling what's in your cells out of your cells. That's what we're talking about because that's where everything stays at. Everything is stored in your fucking memory. The semen you taste, the sweat you taste, if you're that type of girl, the piss you taste, the shit you taste, all the shit gets stored inside your motherfucking cells. You got to purge that shit out. And water alone ain't going to purge that shit out. You got to put nutrients, micronutrients into your body. And one way of getting that is herbs and motherfucking vegetables and fruit. You're somebody who don't eat fruits and vegetables, baby. Yeah, bro. Like I said, you just fucked all around anyway. No shade. But I'm like, okay, girl. So like I said, I learned a lot with a lot. Okay, come on in here. Yeah, I learned a lot with a lot. They want to put that heat on other people's back so people can't zone in on stuff. You said it. Jamila's on YouTube Spiritual. She was going in out with Twister Magister and Spirit Tree at one point. Who the hell is Twister Magister? These girls, honey, I can't. I can't, honey. I can't, girl. I can't, honey. Hickory dickory dickory dick. The girl. Let's see. They don't got. Well, I think I found it. They don't got no videos though, unless they blocked me. Ooh. Okay, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. We know about that hag too, honey. Yes, Mystic Voodoo is specific and tailored to each group. Yes, of course. Yes, honey. The term tu Ola says the term only used in Haitian and Cuban voodoo. They call the dates other things that voodoo practices other persons. Right, you said it. But that's other thing too. I said too. I think a lot of people become mentally unstable. I think a lot of people also lose track of self, which of course leads to mental, instability because they want to connect with everything and everyone. And there's a reason why there's different paths. Like it's okay to learn how to move like the Rome, or when in Rome, walk like the Rome, speak like Rome. It's okay for that. But if you're never gonna go into these places, then yeah, honey, I would focus my energy and manifesting abilities on my path. Once again, it's how we say practice the magic of your land. Figure out who you are. When you're doing the ancestor work, ask your ancestors what type of workings is coming through. And you're going to have an idea. You're going to get a sense of it, right? You're going to get a sense of who, what, when, why, and how. And that's how you move. But once again, you got people out here, girl, on YouTube, having YouTube channels. They doing Norse magic with voodoo, with African magic, with a little bit of this and that. And they're not saying they're doing hoodoo. And I'm just like, well, I'm a little confused. So what type of work are you doing? Or that are saying that they do African Satanism. And then you're like, but Satan was introduced by the white man. And allegedly people don't like white people. And it's like, but Satan was introduced to humans by the white man. And anything that has Satanism in it is white started. So you're Afro Satanist. Now, if you would have said Afro Luciferian, I would have said, whoa. Or you're an arcanist, I would have said, oh, okay, this person really is an occultist. But Satanist? Satanist? Because we'll say that for another video. Because I'm like, if you knew where this shit even came from, you would gag. Like you would gag where even Satan and the idea of Satan and even going into black people being children of Satan, allegedly. Like all this was a racial ploy. And it was to bring about racism. We're white people, we're children of the light. We're Anglo-Saxons, we're angelic beings, we're children of angels. You are niggas, you are of blackness, and you are from blackness. You are Charco. And this is why you are children of Satan. And they came across they made up a whole storyline of that shit. But let y'all tell it. It's the other way around. I'm like, okay, girl, that's not my business. That's yours. Girl, you gotta live with that. Okay, so with the voodoo stuff for me, I felt like I had an interest in specifically for Yewa. Like if I tried to initiate it, would be specifically for a path that involves Yewa to have her spirit mount on me. But that's my thing too, though. That's a little too commercialized for me because you don't have to have initiation to have Yewa mounted on you. I don't give a fuck what none of these people say. I don't give a fuck what none of these people say. I'm not initiated with no Santeria paths. I got family in it. I'm not initiated in that stuff. I'm not initiated with no voodoo. No, none of that. The stuff I'm initiated in is not that stuff. And with that being said, when I speak about Orishas, Oshun in particular, bitch, she shows up and she shows the fuck out. Instantly, too. I don't got to sit here and go through a process and let me shave my hair off and I got to cleanse it down. No, honey, no. And her spirit is mounted on me. I was born with her spirit mounted on me, and I wasn't even aware of that until time happened. I was starting to elevate. I was starting to extend, and she showed up and showed out. We talked about the story before. I have a friend that can testify that too that saw this. 33 bees. I had a bee infestation in my apartment. They was like, where the fuck this thing came from? They didn't even know what the fuck this came from. At that point, I didn't know what was going on. And girl, bam. Weeks later, months later, girl, that money fell in. That's all I'm going to say. So you don't have to be initiated in any type of path, especially if it's not yours. So that's another thing too. If there's a religion out there that is initiating you into that religion and they're not knowing for sure if this is your lineage, They're scamming anyway. But I don't need to be initiated to have a spirit mounted on me if I'm a spiritual, if I'm a spiritual being having human experience. I don't need another man or another woman fucking initiate me on a motherfucking thing. If I feel drawn to Yewa, if I feel drawn to a Shino, like if I feel drawn to any fucking spirit, bitch, I'm going to that fucking spirit. Because y'all give me very much Christian church. The only way to God is through his son. But you gotta go through me because Jesus appointed me as the director. No, the fuck he didn't. The same way you fucking found God, the same way I could fucking found God. The fuck out of here. Like I said, that gets a little too commercialized for me, honey. Yeah, that gets a little too commercialized for me. If you think that you're gonna have to go to a program or go into a connection with someone to become initiated, to have a spirit mounted on you, then I would just say maybe it's not even needed for you to be connected with that spirit. Because that spirit should already be showing up and showing out. That spirit should already be giving you insights that you are connected to them. And they're going to say, but we need you, because initiations are not for free neither. But we need you to go to this person and give them $10,000 so that I can work with you, baby. Baby, come to me. Think about how dumb that sounds. Baby, come to me. You're connected with me. I know you get my calling. I'm calling out to you. But before we can fully intertwine, I need you to reach out to this Hoogan over there in New York. And I need you to send him, his name is Dr. Bobby Brown. We need you to send him $10,000, even though we know you don't got it because we know you need this money to pay for medical or pay for surgery or pay for a house or car, whatever else you want to spend your money on. We know you really don't got the 10,000 for this, but I need you to connect me so that I can come in and help you, baby. Baby, the veil has to be lifted, baby, but you got to pay that fee if you want to party with me. The spirit over here said, and I would say kindly, I would say, baby, I'm just gonna go. If Oshun showed up to me right now and said in my not awakened state and said, baby, you are my daughter. I see it in you. I see the goddess in you. You are my daughter, baby. But baby, you really can't fully get me because you're not initiated in my path. And in order for you to be initiated, even though I can show you how to connect with me on a personal level, I need you to find that spiritualist out there in Florida in the hut on the water. I need you to pay that $2,000 to get on over there. I need you to also give them the 10,000, and then you need to prepare a meal for them because you got to feed them, you got to clean their house, all that good stuff. And then once you do that, baby, then I can fully come in, my daughter, my baby, my beloved, my honey bun, to fully help you. I can fully step in and make you that bitch that you wanted to be. The fuck out of here. I will say, Oshun, listen, I love you. Oshun, you're beautiful in all your magnificence. Mama, you are amazing. Girl, a girl, lit one candle with a sunflower girl, and you brought me what I needed. In one day, it was less than 24 hours. I thought it was going to take 6 months, 7 months, 9 months. Bitch, hell, even 7 years. And some of these girls, they said they started at 44, they 52, and they still haven't manifested that. So I was like, girl, you are the shit. But if you feel like I need to go pay a girl that money instead of me creating a feast for you, instead of me making that $10,000 and having a party, renting out a hall, having a decorator to come in and decorate it and just make this house like a temple, honey. We have turn this Airbnb into a temple and invite my sisters on out. And we all come out, we celebrate in the name of Oshun. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to have to pass it. If you need me to get validated in my experience by another man, if he needs some money to pay his bills, well, then I'm just going to have to return Oshun. I can use that 10,000 to have an altar for you. I can make a sign for you with that 10,000, honey. Hello? Hello? I can do other things with that 10,000, Oshun. I can go donate money to the children with that 10,000 in the name of Oshun. Come on in here because Oshun loved the children. She's about fertility. I can go down to I can go open up a what they call it a mobile healing center. Use $10,000 to invest into a healing center and to help these women who have an infertility issue cannot become motherfucking fertile. That's what I could motherfucking do 10,000. But you out there telling me that I need to go connect. Is this really your shoe? Or is this some other bullshit going on here? See, that's what this shit come down to. So, I'm not that girl to discourage people what they want to do on their path. Do what you want to do. But you ain't playing me for no, I'm no fool. Okay, bitch. I ain't no motherfucking fool, bitch. Okay. I put two and two together, and we know that two plus two sometimes equal motherfucking two. Okay, people say it equals four. Yeah, it depends on how you flip it though. It depends on how you flip it though. It's okay. It depends on how you flip it. Like, baby, you're not getting me together, bitch. Okay, that's it. Because that goes with all spirits then. So that means that you have to be initiated with all of that. That means you shouldn't be working with no devas until you get initiated with that. That means you need to go to the temples out there. If you want to work with Vishnu, you need to go get initiated. Like, come on now. Oh, girl. Uh-uh. Good luck with that, though, Jay. Well, I asked about the voodoo question, but I really think it's just Yewa has been on my mind really, really heavy recently. There you go. She's reaching out, honey. Finding out Yewa wasn't even originally Orisha's, actually from another tribe that first generated via Badu. There you go. There you go. Also, I feel like Yoruba culture is heavily influenced by Islam, going into the term Orisha. Ori is the head, and Shah is Shah was. Well, I mean, everything comes from the Mesopotamian. We talked about this before. Either way, people think that everything's originally Africa, but I'm like, really? These people are not historians. They really don't do their research on history. They really don't. What's right about staying with the practice of one's ancestors practicing Yewa veneration and shamanism might be better for me than voodoo. Right. And once again, you know the process of this, and if you don't know, I'm sure you do your research and find it. But you learn the process of how to connect. Going into Lakshmi, I'm gonna give you one good prime example. Okay, when I was doing a lot of traveling in 2021, okay, I was going through the process of what you will call being, because once again, your body is the temple, right? You don't have to go to a man or a woman to have a spirit mounted on you. Your body is the temple, right? What you put in your body will make or break your connection with spirit. And I stand on that. Anybody's, like I said, they can reach out to me. Nobody has yet. We know these bitches ain't about their lives. We know that. We know these bitches and these bastards are not about their lives. We know that. We know that. But either way, I prepared my body. Okay, I was like, bitch, I want to become connected, relaxing. I want to go through the whole process. Of course, I did what I needed to do, did my research, connect with people that are over there in India, and some are still here. The man, but I was like, I need to connect to. So anyway, got the tea on what I needed to do, and I did it. It was a process. When I say a process, and I felt that energy get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, where I was having dreams, and you need that girl. Which I won't get too deep into shit because, like, let the left hand knows right hand is clear. But I was so fucking amazed by my fucking thought. Even going into the event that we did this year, the Lakshmi and Ganesha. Like, a lot of people be like, that's culture appropriation. That's culture vulturing. But it's like, honey, energy is energy. Energy is fucking energy. And anybody who knows Lakshmi, there's different aspects of Lakshmi. Anybody who knows Lakshmi, they can put me to the motherfucking head. And we would gladly go into what, when, why, and how. Thank you for Ganesha years ago. Years ago. Once again, nobody had to say, bitch, Ganesha's with you. You need to go to a temple and you gotta be prayed upon and over. Bye. I got an appointment too at 2:30, honey. I got an appointment at 2:30. What time is it right now? It's 1 o'clock. I feel like you're speaking on me right now. I want to connect with Yewa in every way. Like, girl, I don't know. I really want to have that energy walk through me in a possession. Is that weird to or well, I mean, once again, we're going into praying and all that. We're going into learning the process. We're going into being patient. You know, people want things to happen quickly, 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 quickly. It's a process. Same thing with yourself. If you knew who you were when you were 5 years old, and you knew every aspect of yourself, why do you need to live to be 50 years old? Living the life, a full life, 100 years plus, is to fully learn who you are, to fully walk in your experience. So the same thing with working with these orishas, working with these gods, these goddesses, these deities. It's a process. Everybody would sit up there. Well, I was scratched, and I could speak about Oshun because I got initiated. Me and my sister went to a experience, and they put it on us. Like, girl, that got foo shit for somebody else's mama. If you really connected to Oshun more than another bitch, go move to fucking Nigeria then. Go move over there then. Bitch, where they have a big shrine put up for her. Bitch, they have a river named. Bitch, go over there then. If you're that fucking in, oh, well, I'm more of the water than you is. And then nothing too, bitch, show us, heal that pancreas, heal that blood, heal that reproductive system. Because this is what she connects with. This is what she's over. Get that skin together. Get your love life in order, and it starts with yourself. A bitch can't tell me a motherfucking thing, bitch, about who the fuck I am and what the fuck I am, bitch. You try. It don't make or break me. It don't put me into a depression. It don't make me, oh my God, am I really? Honey, I know who the fuck I am. Once again, when you're connected with these spirits, you work on who you are, what you are. And that's why these energies are calling out to you. So once again, wanting, that kind of leads to the spirit of don't want it too bad, honey. Don't want it too much. You know, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, stick with your devotions. When you're going into your meditation, a lot of people don't even meditate. And you can't tell me that you meditate and you smoke weed. Right there, that's a fucking fool, honey. You can't sit there and tell me that you meditate and you smoke weed. Girl, bye. You can't tell me you meditate and you're on any of your addictions, honey. No shade. No shade. Oh, I meditate and I smoke weed to replenish. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You better get into some brain food, honey, if you're really trying to replenish anything. You better get into some leafy greens, honey. Go get you some salad, eat whole food. But bitch, you're gonna meditate to connect to the spirit. You're gonna meditate. Oh, I need to feel the presence of Yehovah. Yeah, get into meditation. In the morning you do a meditation. Before you go to bed, you do a meditation. In the middle of the day, you do a meditation. And see what comes up. Keep a journal. Keep a tab. Watch. Hey, I noticed when I was doing this meditation for this song, this happened. Bam, just keep account of that. Learn the rhythm. Everything works out a rhythm. Everything works in a cycle. Notice, okay, I notice when I'm doing this around this lunar cycle, I'm getting more intense messages. Bam, write it down and then apply these messages to your life. And then once you start elevating, then you're like, okay, well, I really am making this connection. And see what happens after that. But like I said, ain't no man and no woman have to tell me who and what I'm connected to. Everything that I have, bitch, I work for. Everything that I have is not divine cheating, motherfucking stealing. It's not. It's not. It's not out. It's not for me begging either. It's called awakening your higher self, connecting with your higher God and goddess frequency. That's what it's about, honey. And if you never ever get to that point, you're never ever going to have it. You're never going to fully experience Yewa. You're never going to fully experience Oshun. You're never going to fully experience Odin. You're never going to fully experience Dionysus. You're not going to fully experience anything you're trying to experience because you're halfway in, halfway out. You got to fully walk into your power. You have to fully awaken who you are. There we go. Come on, finish you out. How you doing? Yes, I realized I had to call myself a non-denominational spiritualist using magic for too many cultures just to say I'm this and that. Right, right. And that's what I say too. Oh, girl, they're trying to just blow me up, honey, huh? That's what I say too, honey. Right, right. And then also when you decide to walk on a path, that needs to be your path. There's not no, I was initiated into Palamayombe, but I'm gonna sit here and do some Jewish stuff too, and also do some other paganistic shit. Like, girl, that's how I be like, that's how you know these folks be out here lying. I was initiated. I was correct. But but the other people I know that do voodoo and stuff, because what voodoo are you doing? If you're doing voodoo, what voodoo are you connected to? One girl said she do voodoo and her family's from Jamaica. And I said, Jamaicans doing voodoo? I thought they did other stuff like Obia and stuff. Like, I was just like, wait, what? The other bitch, yeah, we were initiated and I'm with Oshun and all that. I was like, oh, okay, so she's that type of girl. And then my mom out here talking about some nine knotted candle magic. Like, that's not African, sis. I'm in a coven. That's not how they talk. The fuck? So I'm like, girl. Okay. You working, thank you. Come on in here, finish up. Listen, finish up. I need to put all those things to you, honey. I know, listen, you said, honey, when you try them on, listen. I opened them, put them back in the container, and literally they're on top of one of my totalers. You know, I'm in the process of switching stuff out from here to there. And oh, girl, we're doing a lot of tea, girl. And I'm working. Oh, I'm working and doing this around my work. That's what we're doing. Okay. Black Christian of Lucifer. So that must mean they're all Venetians. We're gonna leave that there. We believe in any specific human group coming from aliens or other beings, and other humans are very lost in the soil. You said it. You said it. Okay, so yeah, you're right, because yeah, I really has been in my mind heavy, and I'm like, I can't stop thinking about this energy. Like, I don't understand. I'm telling you, get into your meditation, get into your fasting. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you're trying to connect with spiritual energy, you want to stay with red meat. You want to stay with alcohol and anything that's going to influence your brain, right? And we know that certain foods influence your brain too much sugar. So when people think of, oh, okay, no meat, no this, no that, no, anything that's going to influence your brain. You're going to go into meditating. You don't got to do this for long. 3 days, go up to 7 days. Hell, sometimes you can do 21 days. But eat whole foods. So regardless of what you do, you want to consume greens, right? Because they're electrically charged. But you want to get into whole foods like beans, like lentils, like brown rice, root vegetables, fruit, right? And the fresher you can eat them, right? That means no cooking, the better. And just go through that process. Meditate. Okay. Today I'm waking up. I gotta get up at 10:30. I'm gonna wake up at 9 o'clock. So I give myself 5 minutes to meditate. Very simple. Close your eyes. If you want to do your eyes open, that's fine. But stop thinking about things. Just try to quiet yourself down as long as you can, as quickly as you can, and just work on it. I mean, back then people say, "Yeah, I can't focus. I can't meditate." Yeah, because you're worried a lot. You have probably anxiety. So you need to practice at it. Practice make perfect. Perfect, right? Practice, practice, practice. You will get to the point where you can go and meditate for an hour and completely zone out where you forget where the fuck you were at, what you're doing. Shit, what was I gonna do right now? Yeah, you zoned out. You can go into a process. I think they said there's people that can go meditating for 8 hours without sleeping. What they call it, transdermal meditation. So I'm like, try that and watch what happens. Come on in here. Let the spirit fall in. Okay. Gotcha. That deity spirit is a part of you, regardless of right, 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 right. You said it. You said it. Yeah, what you're saying is making a lot of sense. Nancy Yewa was just trying to show me how her veneration worship first came about, which was a form of voodoo from a non-Yoruba tribe. There you go. And you did your research and you found out, okay, this is the root of her. Once again, everything is an aspect of self. There we go. Them heifers and hobos love telling folks they got to be initiated and shit. Right. Child, please. These deities pick who they want to work with them. If your energy doesn't match it, right. That deity sugar stick, it ain't. Right. It ain't messing with you no matter how many altars you have for it. They going to go. Right. Right. Finish you go. Right. And that's also a little bit of insanity too. Like that's like a abandonment issue right there, right? Like I want to connect with this energy, but they're not really wanting to connect with me, but I'm still going to force myself upon them because this is what I no no this has to work for me. Like, honey, they don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you. And that's how I'm telling people to pay attention. Because these same people be like, I put a spell, you see the motherfucker manifested, you see how it works. Well, then why can the spirit keep you from going to jail, though? Why can the spirit stop you from losing your house, though? Why can the spirit get you a 401k account? Why can't this, like, girl, why can't the spirit find you a man or woman who love you for you that you don't got to put spells on to bind them? Can we talk about it? Why instead the spirit has to do the dirty work and you only show proof that it's working through dirty work, right? And I'm going to quote that. Why hasn't the spirit helped you out, but it's fucked people up? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Build your empire, and then people who try to fuck with the empire, let the spirits do the working like that way, if it's really what it is. But it's not. It's mental illness. Once again, the altars, the candles, and oh yeah, and I'm with Oshun, Oshun's with me, and I know because I was initiated, and then everybody else who really is initiated was like, girl, this is not how it should operate. This is not no, this is not the freaking Oshun right here. And it's like, honey, we already know that. We already know that, girl, because a Christian is Christ-like. If you're really a Christian, like you say you are, you'll be performing miracles like Christ did. You're a follower of Christ, but you don't have the miracles that Christ performed. It doesn't work that way. I'm always sick in the body. I'm always sick in the mind. I'm always but you're a Christian though. So something ain't right. Maybe Christ don't want to fuck with you. Maybe there's another spirit that's heavily on you, and Christ don't want to touch you. Did that ever come in mind? Maybe even work with the Oshuns and the Orishas and maybe there's another spirit that's heavy on you, and Oshun's like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that. Even going into initiation, you got to be initiated into hoodoo. I'm an initiated hoodoo. Oh, where's your certification? They go right there to what is it? United Monastery to talk about they're a high voodoo priestess and that you just pay the fucking $20 when they send you the certificate. Honey, if you're a high priestess, show me it in your life. Show me that everything you touch turned to gold. Show me that when you set out to conquer something, you conquer it. Show me that you are that bitch. Show me that you broke generational curses in your family. Show me that you're making moves without making fucking moves. That's what I'm gonna believe that you are a part of what you say you are. Fuck the words you speak. Once again, dental. And I'm not cutting in. I'm just speaking what I know. You know that dental is connected to your overall health. If you got rotten teeth in your mouth, baby, you can afford to get dental work done. Get all those teeth pulled out then and just get denture. Why are you letting rotten and decaying teeth sit up in your motherfucking mouth, fucking up your fucking heart and your fucking brain and your fucking liver? If you don't believe me, you can look this shit up. Putting toxins in your blood, and you understand that you're doing root work and I do voodoo and come and get the work done with me because I got that power touch. Girl, heal your body. Heal yourself first. You worry about helping and healing other people. Get the fuck up out of here. Okay. The West African people of today largely migrated from other places like Greece, Egypt, Mesopotamia, etc. Well, this is what I believe. I think that a lot of West Africans today initiated or initially came from America. And I think a lot of people from those regions that you're speaking of initially migrated into those places like Egypt, Greece, Mesopotamia, etc. And I think through time, they whiten these people out. That's what I think. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I think. They have books out there that talks about a lot of West African people are actually American. They are from the Americas. And this is why a lot of people you do that ancestry in a blood work, they say you're from Tobago and you're from this and that and Senegal and Senegal and this and then Cameroon and people. I'm from Cameroon. I'm from the Fulani tribe. Hun, you clearly don't read books. And like I said, you can type that in Google. Don't tell me that. You can type it. You can type that shit in Google though. Right. Even as late as 1800s, they were doing it. Listen, honey, they got run out by invaders. That's what I said. Well, they got run out by invaders. You consider mommy walks that this specific deity or group of water spirits that can include Yewa, Oshun, Yimaya, etc. Well, from what I know, Mami Wata is the primordial energy that all of these water spirits came from. So it's not like the Christ body. It's not like these energies make up this this uh this deity. Like there is a deity that is the head and all these other kind of like Shakti energies. These other spirits, these other deities are an aspect of that feminine energy. There we go. Ain't even heard of Jamaican voodoo only Obeah. Let her tell a girl she do voodoo, but she's Jamaican. But she's not Jamaican. She said her auntie's from Jamaica, but I'm not. Wait a minute. So your mama's from the South, your auntie's from Jamaica, but how is this your auntie? Do they share the same daddy? Say, mama, like, girl, what? Girl, these bitches be lying. Girl, I'm telling you, you can't trust none of these motherfuckers. Girl, they just be lying up the whoop wop. It just be lying up the whoop wop, girl. Just be lying up the fucking whoop wop. Just, well, you know that, and I did a spelling it, and my spirit be bringing me hair, and my spirit be scratching on people. Well, ask your spirit to fucking stamp paid on your loan that you have at the bank for the house that you got. Ask your spirits if you out here doing head work, do head work on the bank teller so you can go get approved for a loan so you can start your motherfucking business like you want to. Now, girl, let's talk about it for a minute. Don't they got head work in Hoodoo? Don't they got books on there on how to do head work on people? Like, why are people not tapping into that? They really are magicians and powerful. But you should get turned down for loans and shit. You should be able to apply for a job and get it. You should be able to apply for a house and get it. You should be able to apply for a car loan and get it. That's what you should be able to do. If you know how to do hair work like that, you know how to heal, girl, you should be sick with a cold for 2 or 3 days and call it a day. You should have a sinus infection that clear out in 2 or 3 days as well and call it a day. So you need to know. You know baby alone. You know baby alone. Yeah, bro, I'm watching you go some weird shit. Leave her alone, honey. There's YouTube scriptures who talk about the 15 different paths they got initiated. One of them even said it's because he's so mixed race that he had to initiate it. Ah! Can you send me this man's name in my email? I got some questions to ask this mixed race 15th path initiated spiritualist. Can you send me his YouTube name? Hello? Maybe I can talk to him. Maybe he's willing to be transparent and come up and answer some questions. How about that? Maybe he's willing to accept a phone call and just, I just want to ask some questions. I just kind of have to know something. Hello? I just want to know. So, you got 15 tribes of Judah, and you have to do this 15 different tribes? Or what's going on here? That girl, they be on some bullshit. And what they be thinking though, they be thinking that initiated shit is gonna bring them more people. That's what they think. They think, well, I'm initiated, that scripture's an initiated, so you better be careful because they're gonna fuck your life up. And I'm just like, girl. I'm like, girl. No, that's not what I'm saying. Uh-uh. No. That's not what I'm saying at all, honey. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not what I'm saying at all, Jay. Oh, so Mama Watts was the mother of all of them. Right, right. It is actually an entity. Like I said, you do your research on Mama Watts. I think they have a documentary on YouTube on Mama Watts. Okay. Then they said that I was Igbo, yet I don't feel connected to any Igbo allusion. In Igbo Odigami religion at all, the only one was Nkinga, who actually seemed like Ogun in disguise. Oh, girl, now I'm feeling like Azealia Banks in Contessa. Mommy Watcha, I love quarters. She's like, I love quarters. She's like, I love quarters. Okay. Yes, I will send it right over. Please send it over. Listen. I need this. I need this. Ah! I'm telling you right now, all that shit's a joke. So they must have been doing shamanism. They then picked up voodoo when they got to Africa. Or maybe voodoo, because then that voodoo means spirit, right? It means original spirit. So, or maybe Africa or the part that they're at, maybe they had already their natural source of magic and it just got mixed up along the way. Because the one thing that I always ask, and I've yet to get an answer from these Nordic witches, pagans, now for the good stuff, those who believe in Odin, in Mama say, Mama sa, Mama says, um, is if Europe had a fire that destroyed all of your documentation, so y'all didn't have no magic. That's why y'all had to practice other folks' magic. Then how the fuck are y'all talking about Norse magic? How do y'all even know about the runes and all that good stuff? Is that how that works? And I need somebody to explain that to me because I saw someone talk about that. I was just like, the spirit of confusion is definitely real. The spirit of confusion is definitely real. So you mean to tell me before this great fire happened in Europe, nobody got documentation and spread out to other parts of the world. Nobody locked, because according to what they said over there in Vatican City, they had the first dawn, the beginning of human existence was locked up underneath that damn city in the catacombs. That's what they say. So you mean to tell me Europe had all this magic? Europe had all this ability. Europe was all knowing, all daughters and sons of angels. They were Anglo-Saxons. And this fire happened, and just everything got erased. Everything just disappeared off the face of the earth. And then mysteriously, the only way for y'all to regroup yourself and to learn again what white magic was, or magic of the Norwegian, was through learning other people's culture. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're really trying to convince me of? And what? What? And are we talking about old? It kind of gives me Old Testament, New Testament. Are we talking about old Europe or new Europe? New old age European magic or new age European magic? Because I was like, I just correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't like Greece and Rome, you know, is that a part of Europe? Because I'm also trying to figure out too, how did it survive the Bible? Oh, yeah. How the stories survived in the Bible, but mysteriously, the European magic didn't survive. I didn't want to make any sense to me. I've asked questions, they wanted to, when I was speaking about that alleged post-op transsexual woman, which you can tell that bitch got all the testosterone running through her body, and it was alleged that this alleged post-op trans woman was, getting read by me, and oh my God, and can you just not say her name no more? And it's just like, wait, what? Wait, what? So you took a nobody and you didn't even come on your show to make a nobody somebody who still ain't nobody. Okay, hello, who still ain't a nobody. Okay, when I say nobody, bitch, I mean spirit ain't fucking with you. Spirit don't know you. To then be like, well, we run an interview. No, bitch, give me your Norwegian, give me your Norse magic history. Give me the history of your Norwegian mythology. Okay, your Norse mythology. Give me some insight on so we could set this straight. But they couldn't do that, and like I said, none of them still do it. You know, none of them still don't do it, girl. They're still out here playing with pygmy ass spirits. Okay, pygmy ass spirits, girl. Okay. Oh, so it's ways voodoo is slightly a new thing, not really though. Okay, okay. Well, I wouldn't say that voodoo is the new thing. I would just say that if we're going into from the beginning to the end, we're saying when life first existed in Africa to life being there now, you think that everything is preserved that's publicly accessible? I doubt it. There's parts of Africa, just like there's parts of Australia, that humans have yet to be able to even colonize or even go into. We even talk about the islands. There's places that people are in these islands that they will eat people. They don't want no outsiders coming in fucking with their shit. So even though we got guns right now, we got grenades, we got ultrasonic sounds allegedly. There's places right now that you cannot go because they will eat you and kill you. You will not come back. So with that being said, how did they invade Africa so easily? Can we talk about it for a minute? How did they invade Africa so easily? So these people were not warriors. They did not have these spirits with them to protect them from invaders and outsiders. Oh, honey. So that's what I'm saying. Once again, that's why, once again, you got to work with what's with you, and what's not with you is not meant for you. That's how that works. Because books ain't going to tell you none of that shit. His story is his story. What you get in books is somebody telling you, depicting to you their story. So like I said, I don't get too deep in that stuff. Once again, if it's for me, it's for me. It's not, I keep it moving. Bitch, I don't got time for that. Sorry, no shade. Bitch, you got so much to do in life. It's not for me. I keep it where it's at and I keep it moving. I come across somebody who probably practiced that path. Oh wow, that's interesting. Wow, is that really what y'all do? Yeah, okay. And I keep it moving. But I'm not like, you know what, I've already tried how to, manifest money this way, that way, this way. Now I met someone who does magic and they're from Budapest. Now I want to learn how to do some Hungary magic. So now they said, well, this is what you do to get money over there. And now I'm going to want to do it. No, girl, that ain't for me, honey. Like I said, well, thank you for sharing, though. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for giving me that information about allegedly that was the first dragon that ever appeared in the world, and also thank you so much for that. Budapest, thank you. I want to go there one day. Thank you. But like I said, I'm not about to go out here and go get some candles and some herbs and shit because that's what they do. Bitch, that girl, what? That ain't for me. That ain't my tea, honey. No shade. Like even though they were able in all Americans, they lost the American deities and based their practices around West African deities. And you said that with a lot of stuff, going into the saints, going into, a lot of things where they were saying stuff. Once again, the storyline of the Africans brought, voodoo over here from the Congos through the slave trade. And I'm just like, but now people are exposing that the slave trade never happened. Right. And we're talking about, like it didn't happen like they're claiming it happened. So it's kind of like, what story is real? What's real and what's not? What's real and what's not? If you were already here and you practice other things, they got illustrations of people who look like you venerating gods of this land, then who brought over the worship or the veneration of African gods? Once again, what story is real? What stories ain't real? Like I said, that's how I don't get too far. I don't get too caught up in that because that gets into babbling, that gets into the spirit of confusion, that gets into people, once again, should stay in their own lane, worry about what they got going on, be concerned about what they're trying to, get accomplished. Not let me tap in, let me tap in. Ooh, I'm getting tired of these money rituals. I need to try something different. Ooh, there's a path over there that I found out that they used to do in Russia, the mountain of Russia. There's a part of the Caucasus Mountain over there, and there's a little tribe of people that was in. They used to do a ritual where they would take the smoke of this and this and that, and it's just like, girl, honey, did Oprah do that to become a billionaire? I'm just curious to know. Is that what Oprah did? Hello? Is that what Gail did? Hello? I'm just curious to know. Is that what Michael Jordan did? Like, girl, is that what Elon Musk did? Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it all. Girl, what? Uh-uh. Hell no. That doesn't even sound like it makes sense. You had to relearn your own magic from others. Right, right, right. You said it. Right. Not able and all, I meant Aboriginal Americans. Okay. Oh, you're saying ow. Okay, like the beginning. Oh, you're so right. It's like people who buy spell books and use those rituals verbatim and it doesn't work. You said it. Even going into, I told y'all, someone got me a spell book that was $29.99. Not say that mean anything, but I said this will be good for people who are advanced, right? People who know how to work magic. This book will work for them. But it was giving you rituals on how to do things, but it wasn't really telling you the time of day. It wasn't telling you the season. It wasn't telling you what to use, what color candle to use. If you're going to do candle magic, if you're going to do herbs, what herbs to use. If you're using crystal, what crystal to use. It didn't tell you that while you're doing this ritual, you should abstain from eating dairy products. You should not be consuming sugar. You should not smoke or drink because you might hallucinate. It didn't say that. He didn't say, y'all, warning, this ritual might open up your crown chakra, and now you might be having nightmares and having real in-depth, like, girl, it doesn't say that. So now people are like doing these rituals, and then they're like, Mystic, I need a reading. Why? There's hunting going on in my house. Things are going on. Even my kids are having nightmares. And it's like, really? And then I'm sitting there like, well, I don't see nobody doing work on you. Well, that's weird though, because why am I having these dreams? Because there's one thing you kept out, bitch. You didn't tell me that you over there looking up books and shit on how to do rituals and shit. And I saw a YouTube video and they said there was a ritual you could do to make your man come back. You didn't tell me you were doing that. That's what the fuck you left out. Oh, I was doing some rituals and just so happened a couple of days later, I started having nightmares, Mystic. No, it was, girl, just out the blue, this started happening. Well, I mean, girl. So this is why you're, well, I don't know how this is self-inflicted, Mystic. I think I'm going to go get a reading from someone else because, yeah, they're telling, and I had a reading and they did tell me there was somebody doing work on me. Ma'am, people are probably doing work on you every bitch. The government is doing work on you every day. What are we talking about right now? The government is doing work on you every day. The food you eat is doing work on you. McDonald's is doing work. Burger King is doing work, girl. The habit is doing work on you every fucking day. Bitch, the alcohol you drink is doing work on you every fucking day. But does that stop you from manifesting? No, the fuck it doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't. So how the fuck does it stop you from manifesting because another so-called witch is doing work upon you? Because, bitch, you don't know who the fuck you are. That's why. You want to be the victim and not the victorious one. And that's what I said. I'm not the caregiver or the caretaker for people who want to stay sick. If you want to be in yourself and, well, this is not the answer I want. I want to keep looking around until I get the answer I need. And the answer you want to hear is, yes, your man is cheating. Okay, girl. Then, girl, yeah, you're going to always be cheated on. There you go. You're going to always be cheated on, bitch. You're going to always be that girl. But anyway, that's what that goes back into. Once again, reading those books, not knowing how, when, why, and where. Okay, well, this book says that I can just start this anytime I want. I can start this. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to start doing a fucked up spell on somebody. Well, Mercury rules Wednesday. And Mercury is also considered the boomerang. I'm not saying, but I am saying Mercury is also considered the boomerang energy. So let me start doing this fucked up ritual on Wednesday to fuck some shit up. And now something go down with you, and oh my God, what's going on? I don't know. I just started having nightmares, and I just don't know. Every time I turn around, my car was just my pipes up to my house. Listen, what's going on? I need insight. Can you tell what's going on right here? Because I need to see what's going on because I can't see it. I can't see it. I don't know. Ma'am, first of all, you need to slow down. Second of all, that's why you don't be over here looking at these YouTube videos on how to do these fucking rituals because these bitches ain't telling you, first of all, what day to do this on, what time to do it on, when not to do it. Then I tell you how to step. Girl, you can't make up your own rules to shit. Like I said, anybody who knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody who's really been trained. Bitch, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and fucking place for everything. You don't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do." Oh well, hey, I just feel like today I got today off. Today is Thursday. I feel like I want to fuck somebody up. Well, I mean, hey, Thursday deal with rulership, and think about it from that perspective. You broke, bummy, and searching, and the person who you trying to get together is in high rankings. And that's another thing too. A lot of you be fucking with people that you don't know their spiritual ranking. A lot of you be fucking with people that you don't know where their spiritual power lies. And that's something you want to get into before you start doing works on people. That's something you want to get into. Where is their position at? Who are they connected to? What type of energies stand behind what I'm about to do right now? Because you open up that one little can, and now all of a sudden, girl, then your cat died, your dog died. Then, girl, now you get evicted. Now your car stopped working. Now you realize that all your bank has been cleared out. Like, girl, all this shit going to once again, you doing work with some people that you have no idea what the fuck you're working on. And these are questions that we ask before we get into the workings. I want to do a ritual on somebody. Let me see what type of energy is around this person before I do workings on them. And that's what I tell y'all. When I do readings for you, and I'm like, listen, everything's good. Yeah, you should definitely do this or do that work. Honey, that is the green light. Don't think about, well, I don't listen. Okay, you do what you want to do. I'm just saying, honey. I'm just saying, energetically, yeah, honey, there's no ranking there. Now, I told you sometimes people did things in the past, and I'm like, ooh, you might want to think twice about that. And not saying this person's more powerful than you, but this person has done a lot of good stuff. And when I say good stuff, I mean, girl, they put in the work to get favorable spirit. And you got to think twice. And okay, well, thank you so much for the insight. And then, of course, they go do what they want to do. And then they come back and say, Mystic, I don't know what's going on. Everybody in my house got sick with CR19. Can you tell me this is spiritual? This is something, regular? Then, of course, I'm like, this is spiritual. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, what did you possibly do? And then it comes back upon me and say, oh, so you reached out to that person and got work done. They sent you some items. You put those items up, and that's what happened. Well, yeah, but I destroyed it. How did you destroy it? Well, I threw it away. No, bitch, you burn that shit up. You burn the shit up. You let it burn, bitch. You burn it up, bitch. So this is why the shit went down, because the bitch got word and said she's uh consoling with other people. She's getting insight about you from other people. And they're like, what? Well, we can't touch that spiritualist. Well, we definitely could touch this weak ass bitch. Oh, girl, y'all gonna learn one day, girl. Y'all gonna learn one day, and hopefully, it's not gonna have to be a life or death situation. Okay, that's it with that girl. Okay, I want to know if it all went down to because how am I Aboriginal? How am I Aboriginal with 4 to 6 African spirits? Sometime lying, somebody lying somewhere. You said it. You said it, honey. You said it. You definitely said it. The crazy thing about it is, okay, so you could have definitely still these spirits in because you know that these spirits, when it comes down to our, first of all, our physical understanding is different from our spiritual understanding. Second of all, going into our spiritual identity is different from our physical identity. So a lot of people are mixing the physical with the spiritual, and that's where the spirit of confusion lies already. That's the first thing first. I told you I met a black American woman who wore dreadlocks, dashiki, with conch conch earrings. I call them conch conch because they look like pussy earrings. When you're doing sex magic, you use those seashells. I like to call them conch conch. Okay, I should call them coochie shells. But Mama was like, I want to do a reading because things are just been fucked up for me. So of course, the first thing I'm noticing, like, girl, you're practicing the wrong religious path. Well, what do you mean? Yeah. Girl, these dashikis and dreadlocks, girl, that's cute that you want to wear that, but you're not connected to that shit like that. But I am black, okay. But clearly you're something else too, because you're a very light-skinned black person. So clearly you're something else. Well, can you tell me what it is? Well, okay, girl, sure. Let's do a natal chart reading, and let's do a spiritual reading. Let's see what type of tea. Okay, bam, we'll through the process. Bam. Okay, honey. You got some Asian tea. The Asian deities come forward way more. And of course, well, I never heard of that spirit. Well, you might want to Google it. You might want to Google that spirit because it definitely came up. She's a very powerful Asian spirit. She's been in many, many dynasties. There's many stories about her in Chinese culture. They got some stories about her over there in the Korean tea, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, I'm also seeing some Greco Roman tea. And one of the goddesses I'm seeing Athena. And then, well, that's kind of strange because when I went to a reader, they told me that my head was Oshun and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, honey, I'm saying this right now. I'm not seeing no African orishas with you like that. At all. At all, at all, at all. And I'm also seeing something with Masonic here. You got some Masonic lineage too right here. Whatever. She did her tea, y'all. Telling right now, she didn't take my sex magic class. Why did lady end up over there in Asia and met her man who they're married? She's married with his man. She left here, went to Thailand, met a man who was in Thailand who's not from Thailand though, but just so happened she was there, he was there. They crossed paths, they met each other, they ended up staying with each other, and they're happily married. Fast 40 years later, they're still happily married, they're still together. And this is what, 2016 when I gave her this reading? So I'm like, honey, so the spiritual identity is different from the physical identity. You can have a lineage in the past 3, 4 generations of being in America all day long. When we're talking about spiritual, you don't know if your spirit incarnated in Thailand at one point in time, your spirit incarnated in Africa at one point in time. So this is where your spiritual identities come about. So once again, you could definitely be Aboriginal. One definition, definitely Aboriginal in America, but still have African spirits on you. But my question would be this too: why is there no European spirits on you? Why is there no? You've been Aboriginal. Why is there no European spirits on you? Why is there no? If no one has told you that, why is there no European spirits on you? Why is there? Why is it only African spirits on you? If that's what they told you, because I'm going by what you just put on there. So I'm like, honey, it's deeper than just. Well, I'm black, so I gotta have black spirits on me. So you think you've been black all these lives, all your incarnations, and you think you've been a woman all these incarnations? That's what I keep saying too. If you're a spiritual person, you're spiritually awakened. Yeah, bitch. There's I know. Well, I'm a woman, and this no, bitch. You're insecure in your womanness because you've been a man and you've been a woman. But you might want to get to know India Irie. Hello, you might want to get to know India Irie, honey. One of the mainstream spiritual singers who let it be known. I'm aware that I've been a man in many lives, and I'm aware that I'm a woman in this life. Hello? I was probably his husband in a past life or his motherfucking son. Bitch, what? Y'all better wake the fuck up, girl. That's not what the other girls are talking about. Okay? Victimhood is victorious in modern pop culture. You said it. Crazy her spirit said we coming forth. I know that's right, honey. And mama manifested. Tell you this right now, she manifested it, honey. She sure did. She manifested it, girl. Anyway, y'all gotta go. We've been here for 2 hours. I have an appointment. Let me see. Hold on. I got an appointment, girl. Let me see. Let me sign into my Z right now. I have a virtual appointment. I think it's at 2:50. I want to get a little walled up. I want to get a little jawed up, darling. Okay. Hello. I want to be a little jawed. Can we do it? Can we do it? You know. Okay, there we go. Girl. Girl, hold on. Okay. Girl, what? Okay, let me back up better. Let's see right here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that's what I got. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. Oh, girl. Okay, I still got an hour. I still got an hour, girl. I still got an hour, girl. I still got an hour. Okay. Listen, let me go, honey. Let me go, y'all. Oh, no, no. From the reading with you, I have European African. Right. And I know sometimes when you ask questions, you're saying like you're not asking me a question for yourself. You're saying like a broad, right? So that's how it's like, yeah, if broadly, let's say we're not talking, let's say we are talking to someone who said, bitch, I had a reading done. They said I only had African spirits to me. It's kind of like, you're American though? Are you actually Caribbean? Even, I mean, oh my God, let's even talk about that too. You being Caribbean and only have African spirits with you too, that might be a little bit of a joke too. So that's how I'm like, girl, yeah, if you got six African spirits when you only and you're American, yes, something right. And we're not talking about second generation America. We're talking about you've been here, since you can remember. Y'all used to eat possums and rats and frog legs and shit. Yeah, girl. Okay, girl, they lying to your ass. Okay, come on in here. Yes, come on in here. Yes, honey. Yes. Ow. You saved that reading too, Jay. Ow. Put that in your spiritual portfolio. Ow. Outside of the African spirits of me, I imagine only the Risha ones are black. The Egyptian ones appear as Mediterranean looking in my imagination. There you go. There you go. There you go. There we go. Right there. I will also say I do feel a resonance to the animistic practices of the Filipino and other Pacific Islanders too. But that's just the Polynesian. Right. You said it. You said it. You said it. That's the Polynesian Southeast Asian tea coming through. You said it. Because you know that places like the Philippines, which have, well, I think the Philippines have like over 100 and let me see, how many languages do the Philippines speak? They speak a lot of languages. They have a lot of languages over there, honey. Let me tell you. Um, yeah, they said 10 languages account for the languages over 90% of Filipinos speak at home. Listen to Tagalog, Bisaya, Cebuano, Ilocano, and I told you I met a guy who was black and Filipino who looked like he looked black, but you could tell he had like no, we're gonna say it. He looked just like a black person with good skin. And he was black and Filipino, and he was raised by his Filipino family, and he spoke Ilocano. And I was just so amazed by that. We used to talk, and I'd be like, I want you to don't speak in Ilocano to me. And this motherfucker would be like, Sasu mama, and just like really going in. And at first I thought he was playing with me. And then we had a dinner. His family was like, bring her out. Let's have I can't remember what they call it. It was a party. We go there, and the grandmother was like, "Hello, how you? Nice meet you." I was like, "Thank you." Blah, blah, blah. And then she started talking to him, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, he wasn't lying. Daddy wasn't lying, honey. Okay." Yeah, girl, they speak a lot of language. I'm like, girl, these are native Aboriginal languages, and it says the Philippines also. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, it says the Philippines, officially the Republic of the Philippines, is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. It is situated in the Western Pacific Ocean, and it consists of over 7,641 motherfucking islands. Bitch, what? 7,641 motherfucking islands. What? 7,641 motherfucking islands that are broadly categorized under three main geographical divisions. I'm gonna have to go out here to this Filipino market. We got a Filipino market up here, girl. I need to go over there today and see what they got going on. Hello? But they might have some shrimp or something on sale. They got me, yeah, you, girl, I need to go over there and come over to they got something up there. It says that this is divided by three main geographically divisions from the north to south called Luzon, Visayas, come on here, and Mindanao. Come on here. And so the capital of the Philippines is Manila. Girl, remember the Manila folders? Where they thought they were being cute, bitch. Bitch. I thought they were being real cute calling it the Manila folders. Hello. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's like the general questions about, right. See, I be knowing that. See, because I know sometimes when I be answering, people are like, oh, she's going hard. She reading say down. No, I'm giving the answer broadly in general, okay? I found the native spirit via prayers and The one can help. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, zombie, I wanna go home. Lambe, I need to go home. I better wake up. The Hawaiian term amakwaya is similar to the ancient Egyptian term amakuha. I know that's right, honey. Right? Well, see, we know that languages all have a root, and some of the roots have been documented, some of the roots have not been documented. Hello? See, I'm linguistically intelligent. I can even hear things and I know, well, that sounds similar, right? I don't know Italian like that. But I know people who do know Italian fluently, and they'll say certain words. I'm like, yeah, that sounds very much like this. And they're like, no, it actually means this. But then, of course, we did our research, and it was like, no, yeah, they all came from that language, and the root word is very similar to that word. So it's like, whoa, I've been amazing myself too, honey. Like, how the fuck I knew that? Very, very amazing, honey. Yes. The wine term, okay, I already said something. Yes, and Bisaya pops in my head a lot. Come on here, Bisaya. Ow! Yes, Mindanao. Yes, honey. Shout out to my Filipino people out there, girl. We love us some Filipinos, girl. They've been nothing but good and gracious to me. Every time I met a Filipino man or woman, they've always been nice and sweet to me and gave me tea. And, next to the Indian people, honey. Okay. Next to the Indian people, girl, we say the Indian people are the nicest when it comes to me. I don't know why. The Indian people are very nice to me, and the next to them will be the Filipinos, honey. Very nice, very sweet, people. We love the Filipinos, honey. We do. We love our Pinoy and our Pinoyas. Okay, come on, here, girl. And don't get Pinoya mixed with like paranoia or like you're annoyed, honey. Okay, hello, bitch. Anyway, y'all, let me head on out, y'all. I gotta go, y'all. Ow! Something with her name Ogun, or something with the name Ogun, Ogun, Goo, Goo, Goon, Gun, all that. You said it. You said it, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, you said it. You'll be surprised. Like I found out years ago, like people be thinking, like, what's the girl's name? Tamika. Oh, she's from ghetto. What's her name? Tanisha. Oh, she's a ghetto black bitch, huh? Girl, I found out a lot of black names that come across as being ghetto are actually like German names, like Shamika, Tamika, Anita. Yeah, these are very much German names. And of course, going into other cultures, they have similar names to it, like Japanese, or even going to like Hawaiian and stuff. They're like, oh, it sounds very Hawaiian. Honey, no, it's very dramatic. Very dramatic, honey. Very, very dramatic, honey. It sounds dramatic. Huh? I was thinking about that. Germanic sounds very dramatic. Like I want to know if that's connected to that. Germanic, dramatic, dramatic. Rough and tough. It just sounds yeah with the lazy one. Like death and death. People are like, oh, she must have. There must have been a death in the family. No, it's death, but it sounds the same. Only you know what it's not and what it is based on the tongue, right? Let me stop. Now one looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? Ogun connected to movement, willpower, metal, and weapons. Yes, Ogun is also over the police. And see, that's another thing I'll be thinking about too. This just food for thought before we go. All these black folks do voodoo and hoodoo, and Ogun is my warrior spirit, and I do this and I do that. I like to stand up like that. So Ogun is over the police. So y'all are not able to connect with Ogun and say, Papa Ogun, please. I'm begging you. I petition with you. Please, Eletana Malini, don't let the officers get my blood together because you are the father of all the para Ogun. Ah. I mean, that's just food for thought. So y'all can connect with Ogun to stop these officers from doing their tea. And especially going to tell everybody, I'm connected. I'm this, I'm that. Well, listen, you can get your goons to connect with officers as well. Because we know in LA, We know in Sacramento, we know in Oakland, we know in Stockton, we know that there are law enforcement officers that are working with the gang. That's why I said I don't do the snitching, girl. I work with spirit. I don't call the police when I need police to help. I call on spirits because, girl, you call the police out and say, yeah, there's somebody harassing, stalking, and the police said, baby, she said that this is going on. Let's call to see who's in the territory. They pick up the phone, the crooked cop do, and say, yo, Marquis, yo, what's up? This is Officer Traden Wiley. You know, maybe they have a code name. Call me Officer Chu. Do you know who was over in this region at 9 p.m. On June the 1st of 2021? And they're gonna say yes or no. Well, that's your district, bruh. And something happened. And the resident at this location, they give out their address, called in and said that they were being harassed and stalked by somebody. So y'all might want to be on the lookout for that. And before you know, girl, you got more people showing up. You got more shit going on. They got graffiti on the damn window. You got a window busted out. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? There's a lot going on with a lot. Once again, that's why I don't do that shit. They be working together. So that'd be another thing too with all these black political conscious people. Y'all so well connected. Y'all can have a conversation with these officers and say, we need y'all. Listen, the Tyrese Nichols story speaks close to y'all, how crooked these officers be and how connected people really are. See, they had y'all playing that victim role. I'm scared of the black cops. I gotta tell my black son that the white cops are gonna get him. How am I gonna tell my black son that he gonna get a kid shot? Girl, and now what happened in 2023? What happened in 2023 now, boo boo? What happened during the age of the goddess? Hello? The year of the 5 and the motherfucking 7. What happened then? Hello? What happened in the year of the 5 and the motherfucking 7, which turns into motherfucking 12, which becomes the motherfucking 3? Hello? Coming into the state of consciousness. What have you realized that all cops got it out for all people? Bitch, you're not special. You're not special. So once again, going back to the magic TV. Why in the fuck? How in the fuck can y'all connect to a goon? Okay? Like the other girl said, she connected to Baba Igawe, whatever the hell she said. And I'm like, girl, but did he forgive you for aborting those babies that you aborted? The children that you slaughtered, that you had yanked out of your yoni? You had to stick that damn suction cup, stabbed up your fucking cervix and shit to yank those kids out? Did he forgive you for that? Did you say, Baba Igawe, can you forgive me for this? Because I do not know what I do not do. Did you ask him to forgive you for that before you start summoning this man to do work for you? I just want to know. The shit looks crazy. It looks downright crazy and stupid to me. I'm working with Oshun, who is over for fertility, but I done ABO some of these children that Oshun has blessed me with. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I connect to Oshun. I had children by the graces of Oshun. That's why I named my children after Oshun, Oshun Marie. But yet I wasn't there to take care of my motherfucking kids. What? What? You weren't there to take care of your fucking kids. What? I hope you repented with Oshun for that. Because Oshun ain't all that damn loving. She gets vengeful too, honey. You better ask somebody. She gets nasty too. Ow! She gets nasty too, bitch. It takes some time to get her into that nasty mood, but she gets real nasty and gutter. She gets very goonish too. Bitch. Anyway, you're always hitting on the nose. Just because you're black doesn't mean your essence is a part of that spiritual system. I don't relate to Africa nor their spiritual systems. Never have. Right, Phoenix Joe. And you bet not. Hello? And you bet not. Okay. Don't take on a storyline that ain't yours. They want you to believe that. Like what I want to do, I want to do a midnight metanoia on Tulsa. I think that would be amazing to tap in on that. But I'll tell y'all when I'm ready to tap in on the Tulsa stuff, y'all. Because listen, hello, because we know that there's going to be many energies trying to come up against it. We touch on that. Because bitch, I think there's more to the motherfuckers than what they really are saying. Because we heard about the other political parties, like in New York. And I want to know, how did the New Yorkers maintain their respect and their power and even going into Chicago, how some of them maintained their respect and their power, but just so happened Tulsa didn't. Hmm, something doesn't sound right to me. And we're going to tap on in. And if you really want to know if it's real or not, we might even conjure up one of the spirits. Hello, that is not documented, and those who knows will know. Hello, those who know will motherfucking know. Because a lot of them are still alive, and they got told the story too from part of what I saw in the documentary. A lot of them got grandchildren that know the story, so they can verify. Oh yeah, that's definitely whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what's going on here? Hello, right? A lot of them are also Arab or Celtic names. Hilarious. You said it. You said it. Yes, so Goon rules the police, military, and that. Right, right. So shouldn't we be petitioning Ogun for protection from all law enforcement? Hello, from corruption. Hello, shouldn't we say, Ogun, can you please put up a fiery wall of protection around my bloodline because my bloodline is your blood. Ogun, we need you to stand forward and to pull your services here stuff to the law enforcement. Do not overstep their boundaries. Ogun, we ask that you put the perimeters in this. Oh, girl, this what we will be working on. Not no fucking bullshit that we've been hearing from these spiritualists for the past fucking 5 years. Well, what, 2017 is when the first shit started happening. That bullshit. I said it bullshit. Anyway, Jay, don't forget to sit over that guy neither, honey. I want to see this motherfucker. Okay, Opie, come on, those shoes getting goonish. Right. Ow. I know that's right. Ow. Yes, so those shoes get real goonish. Hello? We need to offer something on those shoes. We need to offer something to you, my God. I actually had a very good idea right now when I was talking about paying that Babalao or the Fugan or the Mongol $10,000 to get mounted with a shoe. That might be a good idea to invest in an Airbnb, have that place decorated for the god. Come over here, and it'll be the feast of the goddess. Okay, come over here, and we'll have all that tea set up, and we'll have the food, we'll have the tea set up. We'll just be partying and celebrating in that goddess energy of Oshun and Yimaya, and we'll just be excited. We'll just be just oh my god, girl, we'll be gay. Girl, we'll just be gay. Everybody will be gay, girl. We'll just be girl. We'll be gay lords that day, girl. Hello. We'll be gay lords that day, regardless of your title, girl. We'll be happy and gay, girl. Hello. We'll be very happy and very gay, bitch. Hello. In the name of Oshun and Yimaya. Hello. That's what. Oh, girl, that gave me a good idea. That might be for my birthday. Girl, what? That might be for my motherfucking birthday, honey. Hello. Hello. That might be for my motherfucking birthday. Girl. Anyway, let me go, honey. Come on in here. Oh, good for protection from weapons and any violence involving metals. Hello? But clearly that means that these girls are not connected, Jay. That's what this means. That means the girls are not connected. The girls are not connected to the spirits like they say they are. They're not connected to the spirits. Anybody here saying that Ogun, the Chosi is with them and they're the warrior and this and that? Well, shouldn't you be offering advice to the children that are afraid of the law enforcement because you don't live in fear? You should be not afraid of any man or any system. Oh, come on in here. That is put on this motherfucking earth. You shouldn't be afraid of none of that because you reign supreme. So shouldn't y'all be out here inspiring and enlightening the children instead of putting more fear into them and oh y'all, you better tear it up. No, let Ogun tear it up. Hello, let Ogun tear it up. That's what they do. That's who the fuck needs to tear it up. Fuck that. Step back and stay at home. Let Ogun tear it up. That's what the fuck you do. Let Ogun tear the shit up, bruh. Okay. I'll send it over. I need to find that part in the video where he's talking about it. Right. But also send me his thing because I want to see what the fuck he's talking about all fucking together. And I want to send him a cute little message. Hey, hon, how you doing? I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm pretty sure you have. And I just want to kind of touch base with some things. I just want to get clarity on 15 different paths, 15 different initiations. And I'm just curious on how that works. I'm just a little curious on how that works. Because what happens if you don't know all the stuff you're mixed with? So what happens if you left those spirits out? What's really going on here? And then also going into these initiations, where have it gotten you? I know people that got initiated allegedly and they leveled up. They became business owners. They became, you know, homeowners. You know, they were able to tour the world and stuff. What have this initiation got you outside of jail time? Okay, not saying, I just want to know. Okay. Other things that's interesting is the water spirits, particularly and how they each relate to the waters. You said it. Yes. With Ogun, you'll never be in a car accident, no shade. Listen, with any spirit, you'll never be in a car accident, no shade. Hello? With any spirit, you're protected by. Another thing too, people got to keep understanding that karma plays a big part in your life. When you do dirty, trifling shit, you're not spared. When you dirty, trifling shit, no matter what spirit your position is, they're not gonna save you, honey. I don't care what the fuck, how the fuck, when the fuck. There's a greater war out here that needs to be fought. It has nothing to do with if somebody called you a bitch, somebody called you a tranny, someone called you a nigga, somebody called you a monkey. Hey, bitch, the war is bigger than that. So to be like, oh yeah, they called me, let me get them together. Yeah, you're not spared then, baby, when that shit comes boomerang and ricochet that. I don't care what type of protection prayer you're doing. You're not protected from that. And that's what it comes down to, honey. You want to be spared, you got to live that good right. You got to live that good right. And we're not saying righteous like everybody else saying righteous. We're saying what is good. Is your intention pure or is it fucked up and malice? Are you saying, listen, I want to do this because I want to help people out? Or you saying, I want to do this because I'm just miserable. I hate my life. I hate everybody. Let me just teach them a lesson. Okay. Yeah, girl, you're going to get it back. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. I was exaggerating the 15 different paths, but he is connected into a handful of paths. And it doesn't seem like anxiety or some sort of emotional thing going on. Well, I'm definitely going to see what's going on because, first of all, you're mixing spirits with spirits too. So this whole initiation process, you're dealing with rulership. So someone coming forward and saying that I'm ruled by, imagine that. Imagine that. Let's just think about it from this perspective. Imagine a doctor stating, I'm a doctor of internal medicine, but I'm a doctor of, no, this is even a better perspective. I'm a blood, I'm a crip. I'm a girl. First off, right there, wait, you a what? You a blood and a crip? You got initiated to both? Like, wait, what? That's what this shit comes down to. Why are you initiated into all these paths when you're talking about all these rulerships? That's all this is. You're being ruled by all these energies. And we know this when people are ruled by different energies, it makes them mentally ill. Once again, tapping into spirits you don't know nothing about will fuck you up. Your family is not connected to Christianity, and now you're like, oh, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. Yeah. Now you notice that being in the Christian faith, you're getting sick. The Bible speaks about longevity and health. That's how I would say I never met someone who claimed to be a Christian in modern day times who are claiming to be a Christian, who are fully being healthy, who lived a full long life, and saying, yeah, but I'm a Christian and God saved me. Because girl, it's like, no ma'am. Like you're confused. You have all these energies on you and it's showing. So same thing with that. 15 paths? 15 paths? And first of all, I never talk about any paths that I'm connected to. I talk about organizations I'm connected to, but I never came out here and shared with y'all the paths I'm connected to because it's not your damn business. No shade. Unless you're coming into my home or I'm going into your home, you have a right to be like, bitch, what type of spirits are you bringing in here? Then that's when we sit down and we break the shit down. Honey, hello. Well, I'm a part of this path. I'm part of honey, and the presiding member of this path is blah blah blah. Oh girl, that's when we break the shit down. But to get on YouTube and to say that shit just so that I could tell you something, oh honey, it's not that deep. You either have it or you don't have it. You either have it or you don't have it, honey. You either have the spiritual abilities or you don't have the spiritual abilities. Going into being a doctor, when you go to a doctor, you don't ask your doctor what religion they are. You're not concerned about what your doctor do when they off the clock. Please let me know. When y'all go to a dentist, what do you believe in, dentist? I want to ask you, Dr. Hang Chang, What do you believe in? Are you a Buddhist? Are you a what? What do you do when you go home? Because I don't want no dentist working on me who believe it. My girl, if they're good at what they do, they got their doctoral degree. Like, girl, fuck the dumb shit. They know what they're doing. That's all that fucking matters. Because there's a lot of people, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor, and it's like, where? I'm doing 20 readings a day. Where? Because you're still in bankruptcy court right now, and you only filed bankruptcy on $17,000. You're doing 20 readings a day, and you're reading for $300. Let's do 300 times motherfucking 20, bro. That should have been paid off a long time ago. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go because oh, bro, I gotta use Justin now. Bye, y'all. Come back, y'all. Bye. See you later. Love and light.